Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 29th of January, 5:30, beating a hasty retreat away from the in-post lockers because I've just been and filled them to the brim, and some poor guy's just parked up opposite and gone with a couple of boxes. And I think I left one that I didn't fill, so he might get away with one, but I'm fairly sure he had 2 or 3, so he's not going to be best pleased because his next choice is Selby Bridge. But never mind, eh? So yes, this week has been considerably less inundated with parcels. I mean, after last week's, the full week's sort of run round with so many, last Saturday I roasted quite a lot of coffee and packed some more Hermes parcels. So I only got rid of about 40 boxes on Saturday, and Sunday, I think just with the time it took for packing and generating labels, I only got rid of sort of 20 odd then as well, really. So yeah, it was pretty busy still over then. I'm back to work Monday, and just been, trying to plough through the backlog, as it were. And a lot of coffee to roast again, actually. So I did a lot of roasting on Wednesday with a big roaster, and finally got to crawl into the cooling tray of the smaller 5 kilo to replace the start-stop-go run capacitor on the motor that had cut out 2 weeks ago, after I'd been running the thing 2 days solid, which is the main reason why the capacitor melted out. So I had to crawl under there and get into the wiring, disconnect the wiring for the old one and pull it off, which had a nice big melty pour out bit of it. So I sorted that out, and then also had to fit the new one, of course, which I've left the capacitor dangling down rather than being strapped. I mean, they strap the things to the motor. Well, the motor gets hot anyway, so you'd kind of think it's a silly place to put the capacitor. Just strap it right next to the hot motor, so it's going to melt anyway. So I've left it sort of dangling free in the air. I did kind of wonder, because these things do tend to go quite a lot on the cooling tray because it's got a lot of hot air sucked past the bean. When you drop the beans to cool, all the hot air from them is going straight past that motor and that capacitor, which is going to suffer from the heat. So I thought, really, why hasn't no one thought of just running a long cable from the motor to the outside and then having the capacitor sat outside in the cool instead of getting hot inside? Did think of that myself, if it goes again, but mine lasted 3.5 years, so if the next one lasts 3.5 years I won't be so worried. But a lot of people who do a lot of intensive roasting, so instead of doing small amounts each day, they do one day and do everything and just leave it running. It does become where that goes quite often, so something to protect it like that would be kind of handy. So anyway, I got that fixed, which is good because I needed to do some samples for customer in the piece, or new customer potentially. They brought a couple of coffees they liked up for testing. They tried some of ours, which they did like, but they also wanted us to have a go at matching these two coffees. So I've had a go on both, and I'm going to admit I'm pretty impressed. I think I got very close to some of the tastes of both of them, and bearing in mind that's just sort of A, cupping the coffee and tasting it, and then B, looking at the beans and going, well, that looks typically like a Brazilian, for example, or that looks like Indian Monsoon Malabar, and then trying to work out your proportions from that and the taste of it, and come up with a match. So I was quite impressed with what I came up with for his sample, so we'll let him have both of those and see if they're close to the ones he liked already. So that's quite good. Brighouse yesterday to what was Ventures Bar, which is now going to be a cycle repair shop and cafe bar combined, to spring the machine that I fitted there. Goodness knows, a year, and it was November 2019 I put it in, and it managed to do some work until, well, start of March 2020, didn't it? And then everything got shut down, and that was it. It's done nothing since March 2020. So needless to say, because it's been sat for nearly 12 months now doing nothing, the machine needed a little bit of setting up. It was overfilled with water,
30 miles per hour.
And the water pump had seized, so I was having to try and free that up and get it going again. They don't like sitting at the best of times, but you know, 11 months sat doing nothing in a cold, damp, unheated warehouse type of thing, not great for it. So I kind of got it going, but it might need replacing. I don't know yet. Sometimes if you just keep them running, they'll get going again on their own.
Warning,
but others, they're just
zone.
beyond.
Speed limit 30 miles per hour.
Beyond redemption, as it were. So see what happens there. So I mean, I had kind of a hectic Saturday, Sunday, Monday night, getting the last of the Amazon orders put onto Sage, just forever of a job, entering the things manually. So even Mr. Nellis pointed out, no SublimeSunday on Sunday. I was just too in-depth getting on with them, to be honest, and I'd not got anything new to put up, and I couldn't even be bothered trying to do anything. I was just, you know, it's just been too much. The whole of January has been way too much, too intense, too much hard work, too much stress, everything else. I mean, the only plus side at the moment is I got a massive payout for all that hard Amazon work, so you know, that's that's kind of a bonus. But yeah, it was just way too much, to be fair. I just didn't need all that hassle on top of what I've already got to do. So, but they are. So not a lot done at all with Hive blockchain. Full node just still plows on. Witnesses just still plow on. I've not done a lot with posts or looking at posts or anything really, just because I've been way too inundated with work. So that's about it. Watched some movies this week. One was called On the Wire, I think it is. That was quite good. It's like a futuristic army one where this drone pilot, who's only ever flown drones in combat. Oh, what? What? Why is it Q? Oh, I don't need this. Man. I can't even take the sneaky shortcut because the sneaky shortcut's blocked. Darn. Darn. So on the wire, yeah. No, this is a bad thing. Come on, sat nav. See if we go up there. Is there another one across? No, it's dead end there, you see. There's only one route. And it's blocked, isn't it? Stuck then. So on the wire, yeah, so this drone pilot, he's only ever flown drones, but very well decorated. But in order to take out a target that was potentially dangerous, he does take out 2 friendlies, even though he was told not to. So that rather than I don't know, lock him up or whatever else, they decide they're going to put him in into a combat situation, real life, so you can see what it's like on the hard lines of war, as it were. And so he gets posted with what turns out to be a humanoid android, who himself then goes rogue. So it's kind of a bit of a whole war thing. This guy who's never been at war suddenly at the front end shooting people when he's just been flying a drone before, and it's not really that real when you're doing it that way. And dealing with the fact that the commanding officer he's been put with is A, sort of an AI robot, and B, he goes rogue anyway. So that was pretty good. Then I watched Sputnik, which is a variation on of course, the Sputnik, the space exploration. Now this one involves when they came back, the 2 astronauts, they brought back with them an alien. That's a parasitic alien that lives inside one of the astronauts and just comes out at night to eat people. One of those typical alien space movie things. So that was alright. Started watching Dread, but dozed off last night, so I might have to finish that one tonight. Get away, it's like 2 cars through or something. You're having a laugh. Darn it. It's been what, Friday night, some stupid roadworks popping up. Should have gone Queensbury way. If only I'd known. Oh well. So I watched that. Just nothing else, really. I'll be watching bits of Farscape still, of course. But other than that, nothing to speak of, really. In fact, not a lot's happened, really. So I'm going to do Mr. Nice's words of wisdom when we get to the in-post lockers part 2. So yes, this weekend, Saturday is definitely a day off for me. Also, I've got boiler engineer coming to do the service on our central heating boiler. Should have been last July, so it's a little bit behind, but with coronavirus and everything, kind of never really happened. Plus I was always at work all the time. But yeah, I thought I'd better get it done. May as well just make January the anniversary now, I suppose, rather than July. So that's due tomorrow afternoon, and should have a nice rest tomorrow morning. Sunday, going to do a bit of work. I've got some stuff to do electrics wise. Put a plug socket in that I've ordered now. It's got a new kettle. I need a socket for that, so I'm going to put that in. And I might do some painting if I get a chance. I'd like to, because that's a long time since I have done, but I've been busy with other things. And yeah, that's going to be about it really. Back to work Monday, and we'll see how it comes. Realistically, the busy of busiest next week will be Friday. We've got loads more stock coming in that's going to need to go out via in post, so that's going to be a pretty hectic Friday and weekend then. Other than that, like I said, coffee's been really very busy again. Really shipped a lot, and be interesting to see how that goes for the rest of the weekend as well, next week. So yeah, there's not a lot else I can think of now. So other than work, I haven't had time to do anything really. It's been a devil of a start. Kind of hoping that we'll get a bit more calm down. I can start on, well, I need to concentrate on getting someone else in, definitely. Preferably while there's a bit of a lull, so we can get back at it then. To organise some different size boxes, I don't know, printed boxes, got to improve website. There's just so much stuff. And kind of roasting coffee, packing coffee and packing boxes isn't getting any of that done, but one way or the other, if it's not being people being off for whatever reason, or just the simple random volumes, not getting all that stuff done. So bit of a tough call. At least we got no snow at the moment. That's the main thing. Hopefully we're not going to be seeing any more either, if we're lucky. Don't know, it keeps sort of threatening next week and over the weekend, and then it says it isn't, and then it'll pass us, and then it's going to come to us, and you just don't know really, do you, one way or the other. So I'm going to do Mr. Nellis's words of wisdom, then hopefully fill this locker. That's if it's empty. If it's not empty, I'll be coming back tomorrow morning to fill it, because I'm not going down the other way, not now. On a Friday, done. Not like last Friday's ridiculous hour-and-a-half drive round Bradford. God, that was a heck of a thing. Mr. Nellis says, P.S. Do you just upload the vlog and not watch the vlog after uploading it? Well, to be honest, Richard, I know what I've said, because I've said it. Here, let's just put this light on. That's not really done anything, has it? What about this one? That's not really helping much. Well, yeah, because I know what I've said anyway, so why would I watch me? Oh, hello. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, he's not going to be happy because I'm in his way. Oh, mind you, I don't know. Maybe he'll just not be bothered. Who knows? So actually, I've got to now wait for him to empty it so I can fill it again. How funny is that? I can maybe move forward when she moves. Yes, I don't watch it again, Richard. I'm going to be sat here for ages. I'm not doing the vlog for ages, just waiting for him. So, Mr. Nellis says, my things for you to talk about in your vlog. Me, as I've watched Cats, the film based on the musical. Me, as I've been to Greenhead Park on Saturday and Golden Acre Park on Monday. Did you read any of the little books of Thomas the Tank Engine when the Wilbur Audrey, the vicar, was the author of them, as I have. My room door, as it's been repainted on Wednesday afternoon. Do you drink Nescafe, or am I getting mixed up? No, I don't drink Nescafe, it's instant. I don't drink instant, Richard. Boris Johnson, as he hopes to unveil a road map on mid-February, as it seems like the current lockdown we are in will last until the day, so of course schools could reopen on the 8th of March. Who knows, Richard, who knows? Right, so upset the Hermes driver as usual. Did I put any in here last night? No, didn't. No, I think I did do some last night. So I'm going to, well, I'll move forward a bit so I don't annoy him, and then just wait until I can put some in. So have a good weekend. Week next week. I'll catch you next week. Coffee Blogs. See ya.